Seriously, what the hell is going on with the prices lately? You walk into a grocery store, grab 3 bags of basic stuff, and you're out $100. You look at a starter home that hasn't been renovated since 1984, and the bank tells you it's $500,000. Everyone feels it, but nobody's explaining why it's happening. You're told to work harder or save more. The math literally does not add up anymore. The middle class isn't struggling, it's gone. And I'm gonna show you exactly where it went. The logic. To understand the death of the middle class, you have to look at the housing to income ratio. In 1970, the average house was $24,000 US. The average income was $9,000 US. That's a 2.6x ratio. Today that ratio is over 7x. In some cities, it's even 12x. But it's not just that houses get more expensive. It's who you're competing against. In the 70s, you bid against another family. Today, you're bidding against multi-billion-dollar private equity firms. They don't see a home, they see a yield-bearing asset. They can overpay by 20% because they aren't looking for a place to live. They're looking for a permanent rent check from you. This is the financialization of housing. When Wall Street entered the neighborhood, the ladder of the middle class wasn't just moved higher, it was set on fire. This is the 2-tier. Reality on one side, you have the asset class. These are people who own real estate, stocks, and businesses. When inflation hits, their assets go up in value. They actually get richer when things get more expensive for others, like you and me. Why does the asset class win while you lose? It's something called the Cantillon effect. When the government prints money, it doesn't have everyone's pockets at the same time. It hits the banks and the big corporations first. They get to spend the new money while prices are still low. By the time that money trickles down to your paycheck, inflation has already driven up the price of eggs, gas, and rent. You are literally paying a hidden tax to subsidize the wealth of the people at the top of the funnel. Your savings account isn't a safety net, it's a melting ice cube. On the other side, you have the labor class. That's everyone else. Your only asset is your time. But while the price of a house went up by 500% in the last few decades, the price of your time, your wage, has only gone up about 15% when adjusted for inflation. This explains why a lot of boomers are saying a lot of absolute bullshit.
If you only want to work 4 hours, it's going to be harder for you to get a house.
For 2 baskets of strawberries, and so now I'm stuck.
But the reality is completely different than what they're saying. Here is the logical truth. You cannot work your way into the middle class anymore if you rely on a salary. You are losing. You are essentially a subscription service for your landlord and the grocery store. They increase the price and you have no choice but to pay it. Keep the middle class illusion alive. We're relied on a mountain of debt. In the 90s, you bought what you could afford. In 2025, you buy now, pay later for a pair of sneakers. We are seeing record high credit card interest rates at 25% or more. This creates a debt-locked life. You can't take a risk. You can't start a business, and you can't quit a toxic job because you are 3 missed payments away from total collapse. The middle class used to be defined by stability. Now it's defined by high-functioning poverty. Looking wealthy on Instagram while being 1 car repair away from bankruptcy. Literally nobody owns anything in their bank anymore, which is sad. And 2025 was the tipping point. With AI now taking over entry-level professional roles, the safe $70K a year office job is disappearing. It's not just AI, it's the globalized labor floor. If your job can be done on a laptop, you aren't just competing with the guy in the next cubicle anymore. You're competing with the specialized worker in the Philippines. It's goofy, right? But it is what it is. Who is happy with $15 an hour because their cost of living is 80% lower than yours? The middle is being squeezed from both ends. AI from above and global outsourcing from below. The 40-hour work week with benefits is becoming gig. We've traded job security for the convenience of an app, and we're realizing too late that it was a bad trade. Companies are realizing they can replace a middle manager with the software suite that costs maybe even like $50 a month. The middle used to be a place where you could own a home, a car, just on one salary. That doesn't exist anymore. Now you're either an owner or you're owned. There's no in between. This isn't a conspiracy. It's just economics. The cost of living has outpaced the value of human labor. If you're waiting for things to go back to normal, you're going to be waiting forever. The only way out is to stop selling your time and start owning assets, because the middle is never coming back. Now the rich are just way richer. You're just poor now.